Here we are back with our 7.5-foot mini Wawa Pine. Now this tree is what we would call a pencil or slim tree. You can tell that because it has a very columnar shape. There's not a lot of width at the base, and it's lit with what we call cluster lights. So these lights, if you look at the string, they're spaced at about a half of an inch apart. So there's a lot of lights on this particular tree, and it is electrified a little bit different than the other tree that we looked at with our Grand Marais, which was a dual color LED. Instead of plugging the top to the middle and the middle to the bottom and the bottom to the wall, you're going to actually run your entire string of lights from the top of the tree to the floor, from the middle of the tree to the floor, and from the bottom of the tree to the floor. So you can see, if you look right here, here's our wiring harness up here. You can tell because it's all nice and zip tied to the branch. And then here is your cord that you're going to be plugging into your wiring harness that's located on the floor. So let's follow this cord all the way down through the tree, all the way to the bottom of the tree. And it's right here. If this harness is not plugged into its adapter, you're going to go ahead, you're going to take your transformer box, you're going to plug it in to your harness, you're going to tighten that connection so you're nice and tight here. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my 3 connectors on this harness and I'm going to attach them to the sections on the tree. Do the same thing I did with my dual color LED. I'm going to match my shapes, and you can see they have this nice little like almost arrow, arrow to arrow here on this one to tell you which side is which side. That helps you to match your shapes and get your connection right. I'm going to go ahead and tighten my first strand. So now we have all 3 of our light strand sections plugged into our wiring harness. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plug in this tree. But before I do that, I want to show you a feature that's different about this controller box and the transformer that we had on the dual LED. Here we're controlling our settings on this little black box, and you can see there's a button here. It says press. And that little button, if I press it while the tree is plugged in, it's going to take me through these 8 different types of light options. So now here it is, it's on steady, warm white, and I'm going to start pushing that button and taking it through the different blinking sections. Now, on some of these settings, it can take a while for the lights to kind of warm up to what we're asking the diodes to do. So if you don't see it going right away, you might want to give it 30 seconds or so to really see the effect come on properly. Some effects will go faster than others, so you kind of want to sit back and watch your tree a little bit to see if you like what it's doing. You can tell that this tree, the lights are different, the plug-in is different, controlling the tree is different, but it is equally as beautiful as our dual color LED. And we're going to be back with you to show you a few more different kinds of electricity options.